Hello, arcade gamers, and welcome back to Biggie D's Arcade. Yes, we are talking Arcade1up tonight, but it is not your typical Arcade1up, not like what we've seen in the past. This is the Casinocade Arcade1up Wheel of Fortune Casinocade Deluxe. That's going to be a Best Buy exclusive, or we think, or we've heard it was. So let's go ahead and get into this. So this was originally announced at CES, January 5th through the 8th in Las Vegas. We had saw it close up, but we know this conference very well because it wasn't just the Casinocade there. We also saw the Arcade1up Deluxe Pac-Man for the first time, as well as the Class of 81. We didn't get to see the MK2 Deluxe, but we knew it was coming back at CES. Also, we got to look at the Infinity Game Board. That's also released. Everything's released from CES except for Wheel of Fortune. However, it did get released this week. Pre-orders at least are available, and they're available at Best Buy. This is an image of the box. I do want to note these boxes are smaller dimensions than what we've seen in the past. The deluxe cabinets do have a little less weight and size and bulk to them. They're great for the store because they fit better on the shelves and they can fit more inventory there where people can see it. But the price is $5.99 at Best Buy. It is also going to release on September the 5th, 2023. You may receive it on that date if you pre-order, or it could be a few days after that, but you should get it right around the 5th, hopefully before. Now, I did also see this. Now, this is Pop Market. They do have free shipping. One thing to note is I've never used them before. Most I've talked to today about it have not heard of Pop Market. I've done a little research. They do look legit to me, but I do recommend you go out there and you do your own research and you make sure you're comfortable going with them. I did see a 30-day money-back guarantee return policy, where Best Buy has only a 15-day return policy. So they do have a generous 30 days at Pop Market. But what's even more intriguing about them is that their price is $507.79, free shipping, and you would get it about a week sooner with them, supposedly. That's what the website says. You get it well before Best Buy ships theirs in September. It would be towards the end of August. So check them out as well. But definitely do your research. Make sure you do your due diligence before going with them if you choose to do so. But this is $600. It did release, or at least pre-orders started this week. And this cabinet looks good. I think this thing is going to be a big hit. I've said it over the last 6 or 7 months. I think this thing's going to be a huge hit. It's not just, I think, going to be popular with our home arcades, our game rooms, but it'll also be popular with crowds out there that go to casinos and they like gambling, or they like slot machines, or you're in your older years and you're retired and you just kind of want that experience at home. That's going to be the buyer right there, and that's who they're going after, because that's going to grow Arcade1up. And there's probably people watching this video now that are interested in this Wheel of Fortune. They've never bought an Arcade1up before, and I want to answer your questions on this. I think, the depth looks good. The design looks good on this thing. So it is 63.4 inches tall. So it's the height of our regular Arcade1ups. What we're expecting as far as like a 3/4 scale size arcade, this has that height, but it does not have the depth. We're looking at 17.17 inches, which is a lot less than what we're seeing in our arcade cabinets. Our arcade cabinets are like 23, 24 inches. This one isn't sticking out near as far as the depth goes and how big this thing is. So that's different, and that's good. I think it's going to fit certain game rooms in certain places, right? We have certain areas of our game room where we can't quite fit through very well, or we're really tight around certain doorways and hallways and areas like that. This is going to fit perfectly in those areas. So I think this has a place in a lot of game rooms, and it's going to offer a lot of variety. It's very different in the way it looks. And also that license, Wheel of Fortune, that's huge. You guys got to just think about, Wheel of Fortune and how long this show has been around, how many people watch it, and the name recognition that comes with having that on your cabinet. Now, I do want to get into these features, okay? The Wheel of Fortune Casinocade, it has dual LCD screens. So what you're going to see on the top is an 8-inch screen. The bottom screen is 10.1 inches. Now, the 10.1 inch screen on the bottom, the one that you're closest to, that is a touch screen. It's interactive, just like a tablet or your phone. You're going to be able to touch that screen, select your games, and there's going to be interactive parts within this game that are going to use that touch screen. The top screen, which is an 8-inch screen, is completely used as a display. So that's going to be in addition to what you're seeing on that main screen is something else up there. And that really adds a lot to this. It makes it feel, and it's going to look and feel much different than any other arcade we have or anything else Arcade1up has released, because we haven't seen anything going on with multiple screens. We did have, like on the Dragon's Lair, that digital display, but never two screens like this. Also, it's got a lit marquee, so that wheel up at the top doesn't move, but it is lit. Light up buttons, so that'll be something we're going to start seeing with Arcade1up, and it's more of a standard, it seems, starting this year, are these light up buttons. Also, Wi-Fi leaderboards, so all your scores and everything that's going on with these slots is going to be registered, and it's going to go into the leaderboards so you can rank yourself among all the other Wheel of Fortune Casinocades out there in the world. Also, four wheel slots. So these are your Wheel of Fortune slot machines. You're going to get 4 of those. Everything else will be locked starting out, but over time, you're going to be able to unlock more casino games. And there's going to be a total of 20 of those games. Now, this graphic here was from Arcade1up. It was indicating 21 casino games. But when I go back and I look at the dimensions on this box, it's going to indicate 24 games. So I think we may have lost between the promotions and the actual release of this. We may have lost 1 game, which isn't much. We're still getting quite a few at 24. Now, these are the games that it does come with. And so it's got your 4 Wheel of Fortune games. And then these that we're looking at here are other types of casino games. And these are all unlockable. So over time, that's going to give you a reward and keep that replay value up and that, fun and entertainment value up by giving you the ability to unlock these additional games. But a total of 24 with this one. Now, do I think this Arcade1up Wheel of Fortune is going to be successful? Absolutely, I do. I think this thing is going to sell very well. We saw this week already within the first day or two of its pre-orders how they were having a difficulty keeping it in stock at Best Buy. Some thought maybe it had sold out. It didn't sell out because shortly after that, the next morning, which is today, which would have been the 2nd of Wednesday the 2nd, it's back in stock at Best Buy. Now that's, could change. We don't know how long the pre-orders are going to be available here in August before its release. But I would definitely get one now if you're interested. And then you can always return these to Best Buy later if you have any second thought. But definitely, if you're looking, get that pre-order in. Now, something else I want to mention to you guys is a lot of people don't look at these as like real arcade machines. They look at these as they don't fit in the arcade. Now, one thing I've been noticing lately, and I've been traveling to arcades in the Phoenix area, are that there are Wheel of Fortune arcade machines, and they're pretty common. This is like a mechanical one we're looking at here, a much older one, but they do also make newer ones as well. We see a variety of other types of interactive type slot machine looking arcades here at this arcade, but they did have a Wheel of Fortune here that was much more modern. This was made by Konami and Raw Thrills, and you can see how big the screen is on this one. Now, what I liked about it, it had this spinner, and we're not getting a spinner on the Casinocade through Arcade1up. Maybe that'll be something in the future if this is really successful and does really well for them this year, maybe we get a larger like XL version of Wheel of Fortune or a Pro where we get the spinner and we get some extra more interactive games like that. But this is, I think, the future for Arcade1up is to branch out and do different things like this. There's probably plenty of people that are going to watch this video that had never heard of Arcade1up, but they're just interested in the casinos or the games or slot machines. And this is a great product. It hasn't released yet, but everything I've been seeing is very positive with this, and I think it's going to get a very good reception. But we'll see. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this as it releases, and I'll be doing a review if I can ever get my hands on one. I'm not quite ready to purchase or pre-order myself personally, but I do follow Arcade1up, and I want to make sure I'm giving that information to you out there that's watching. So if you've never, subscribed to Big ED's Arcade, definitely subscribe down below, like the video, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye-bye.